Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the historic Cincinnati Gardens. It's been the site of title boxing matches, professional hockey, and now tonight, a rivalry match between the St. Xavier Bombers and the Moeller Crusaders. My name's Joe Geringer. Alongside me, John Doyle. We will be guiding you through this game here tonight. And John, looks like we got a good one.
Yeah, Joe, I'm looking forward to it. This has become such a great night for high school hockey here in Cincinnati. We got four great schools here in Moeller and St. X, Elder and LaSalle. We just watched Elder and LaSalle go at it, and they had a great 3-3 tie. And now we got the big one, the Moeller and X, and we're looking forward to a great night.
It's been one that you and I have both seen quite a lot of. I played from 2005 until 2009. You've had two sons through the program, and Matt here tonight, a senior. It's got to be exciting for you as well as all these fans. We got a pretty good crowd here, split up between the rafters here, the risers, and it's never very friendly rivalry. These two teams, like each other off the ice, but on the ice it gets pretty down and dirty, John.
Yeah, these kids, most of them grew up together, playing for the local youth association, the Swords, and they know each other pretty well. Yeah, you're right. The history hasn't been real good, kind of the Bombers, but this year the Bombers are playing real well. I think the Crusaders would tell you that they've started off with a tough go of it for the first few games, but the Bombers have been playing really well, starting off with a 7-0-1 record, and they're looking for a little redemption tonight, I think.
Absolutely. You and I were discussing before the broadcast that in recent history, and we're thinking all the way back, both St. Xavier and Moeller usually play in this late December matchups. At some point in December, they get this GCL sort of matchup going, and the Bombers have never won this December game here on this ice. Moeller has taken every W dating back to when these two programs first started playing each other. So as you said, history really not kind to the Bombers.
You're right about that. I think they may have nipped them in an away game up in Toledo once, and tied them maybe a couple times. But you're right. Here in the friendly confines, it's been all Crusaders for the last 7 or 8 years, at least in my memory. Hopefully the Bombers looking to reverse that trend tonight and get a W.
Bombers wearing their new alternate gray unis tonight. Moeller in those clean white sweaters. And going over the starting lineups here a little bit, for St. Xavier at least, looks like we've got Lefevre, Jacobal, and Carmichael bringing up that first forward line with Philman and Luffy on defense. And starting in goal tonight, it looks like we have number 22. That's going to be Ben Harding, the junior from Oxford.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. The first line for the Bombers has really been clicking well with Ichabel, Carmichael, and Lefebvre. They've really been putting up some good numbers. Strong defensive. We got 5 defensemen suiting up tonight. We're blessed to have 2 really good goalies. Ben got the call tonight. Zach Thomas is backing him up. And they've been lucky enough to alternate goalies all year just because we have that much talent at that position.
Absolutely. And Moeller, we were discussing a little lower numbers than in years past, especially on this varsity squad, but they're still lethal. They got 3 or 4 kids that can really move that puck and make some magic happen in between the blue lines.
Yeah, I never worry about the Crusaders. They're always going to have some players, and Coach Reeder does a great job coaching them up, and they'll be ready tonight.
Absolutely. Coach Reeder's going to be heading up that bench with the Moeller Crusaders. Adam Tremonti is going to be behind the bench managing the Bombers tonight as they're just getting ready here for the national anthem. John, before the anthem, you got any quick comments about the game? Any sort of insights you'd like to share with the viewers here?
Well, one note is the first line left wing, Frankie Ichabel, is just coming off an injury, and he's been kind of the go-to guy for us this year. He creates a lot of space. He does a lot for that line, and he hasn't suited up for about a week. He's coming off a bum ankle, and this is his first time back on the ice, so we're hoping for big things from him. But he's got a lot of good players behind him. Coach Tremonti's been playing 4 lines of hockey, which is forwards, which is atypical in high school, but he's been playing 4 lines. And that really says something about the depth at St. X.
Absolutely. As a coach at this level, you're blessed to have anything over 2 very solid lines. When you're running 4, that's very impressive. So lining up here again, getting ready for the national anthem. Just joining us is varsity squads here, Moeller and St. X, rivalry night. And we will have a quick, brief pause for the national anthem. Again, apologies for that quick silence there. It was a little longer than we thought, John, because they were having a moment of silence for legendary football coach Steve Rasso of the Bombers, passed earlier this week. So a fitting and touching moment there as everyone fondly remembered him. A great figure, great guy, great coach, just a staple of the St. Xavier community even after he
that's right.
coaching.
I was fortunate enough to play for Coach Rasso at St. X. He was a great man, and he was really, it was a pleasure to play for him. A lot of history. He's done a lot of good for a lot of young people here in Cincinnati, not only at St. X, but at other schools as well.
Absolutely, and Rasso was fortunate enough to coach at 4 schools in the Cincinnati area, just a football staple, and he will be missed.
Pep band tonight, Joe, directed by Kim McLaughlin, who's over here. They're in great form tonight and sounded great, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot from them.
Absolutely, that's always something really cool you see in high school hockey. If program's fortunate enough to have a pep band show up and play, it's a nice touch.
Yeah, I love it. It adds to the fabric. Well, here we go.
Absolutely, lining up for the opening face-off here. Cincinnati Gardens is won by Moeller and skittered down the corner. That's going to be Fielman. He's going to have it, force it up, knocked down. Moeller possessing the offensive zone, but Bombers are going to come away with it now, setting up in their own zone. That's going to be Luffy. He's looking down the ice, headmans it, finds Carmichael. Carmichael skating in. He's bumped off the puck by Bayer. That's going to go the other way. Moeller's going to take it in the offensive zone. It's the captain, Fessel. Jake Fessel, a senior here, one of the more dangerous players for those Crusaders. Bombers going to dump it in, and we see our first little taste of action.
That's right, Joe. Pretty even so far. Moeller with the opening face-off. The Bombers look to take control now.
Absolutely, and they do in the offensive zone, working it down the right side. Zekabel is going to take it.
There's a shot on net.
Nice kick save there by the converted goaltender in net for Moeller.
Nice play by Fielman to keep it in play. Bombers dump it in, look for a change.
Absolutely. And change they will. It will be wholesale, going the other way now. It's going to take it in the offensive zone.
Dumped in by Barnes.
Barnes takes quite a spill. Looks like that's going to be called.
Looks like the Bombers will see the first power play tonight.
Absolutely. There's going to be an elbowing there. That's going to be
elbow number 19.
Sattler's going to be skating to the bench, or skating to the box, hanging his head. An unnecessary penalty. He went high and led with that bow, and as soon as you bring those hands up, John, you know you're going to get called.
Ben Sattler, the senior Moeller defenseman and golf champion. Heck of a golfer, that kid.
Right you are. Bombers waiting to take this face-off.
Should see something maybe a little different out of the power play here tonight if they can get it set up. Coach Germani's been working something a little different on this unit, and I'm anxious to see what they can pull off here. Watch for number 17, Eichabel, to kind of carry the puck and work the point.
And that was Eichabel handling it momentarily. Bombers struggling to maintain possession in the offensive zone. It's going to be dumped out and around. A spill. And it's going to be a breakaway here for Labarge. Labarge backhand knocked away there. Nice save.
Nice save, Ben Harding.
Harding coming up big on his first shot on goal. A tricky one, the first shot he is tested with. He passes with flying colors. A nice shoulder save moving to the left. Bombers will take over after that scare. Walking in, that's going to be Eichabel.
Eichabel gets the edge.
Waiting, wrapping, shot. Oh, and it's stuffed. Away. Held in there, but it's a hand pass waved off, going the other way. That was going to be Fessel looking for that second shorthanded chance in less than a minute. Bombers struggling to maintain possession here on the offensive push down the right side. Turned away again.
Bombers with their second power play unit out now.
Carmichael.
Shot by Carmichael, turned away, out to the point. Lefebvre at the point,
Lefebvre
all alone.
Walking, waiting, shot. Glove down. Nice save there again.
Well done by the young goaltender.
The converted goaltender, Noah Savage, a sophomore from Mason. It's not easy, John. Hockey goaltender is the toughest position in sports, and to be thrown in there with very little formal training, bravo to that young man.
You're not kidding.
Coming up a couple big times here early. Some nice saves. And Moeller is able to stave off the power play thus far. 40 seconds remaining. We've got 12-17.
Another shot.
Oh, and a nice save.
Turned away.
That was deflected off of one of his own defensemen. And Savage comes up strong once more. Bombers
keeping the puck in. Can't quite get anything going, though.
Now trying to find something, working it down the boards. Waiting, shot, stuffed again. Oh, and just
Turned
wide.
Away.
That was Catola. He was looking for that open
Bombers
corner.
working the cycle well.
Another shot broken free.
Frank Alberger with the shot, just wide. Oh, another shot. Boy, they're putting it on him.
Absolutely. Bombers struggling the first minute of that power play. They are on now.
Both teams in full strength shot. There it is.
Open net shot, scores! On the
Jacob Barnes on the rebound.
On the rebound. Barnes coming up big, a deflected shot. Hit one of the defensemen, and Barnes is in the right place at the right time. Stick down. He nets the first shot as the Bombers convert at the tail end of that power play. 1-0 St. Xavier with 11:35 to go in the period.
Even strength, Joe. Even strength.
Oh, it was
the penalty was over. Here's the replay. Jacob Barnes down low, working. Number 9, Matt Doyle with the puck and throws it out to the top. Watch Barnes staying low. There's the rebound, and Barnes there to put it away.
Absolutely, a nice
Bing,
deflection.
Bang,
Heads up play in front of the net as play resumes now in the St. Xavier zone. St. Xavier looking to try to corral that puck as it goes up and over and into the crowd. Pardon the mix-up there. He used to call in a couple Miami games here, John.
Joe. I know where your heart lies.
And so we'll see two teams with a wholesale change. Puck should be dropped in the St. Xavier zone, and it will be to the right of Ben Harding.
Bombers second line, Jacob Barnes, Matt Doyle, and J.B. DeGroft.
Little Doyle connection here. You in the booth and the senior son on the ice
Feeling
now.
behind the net, throws it up the boards.
St. Xavier struggling to get that out of the zone here. Going back and forth around. It's just going to be dumped and iced
That's
down.
For nice.
Will not be able to change there on that one as Coach Jason Camp instructing his defenseman to be a little more calm under pressure there. He had some time, and maybe next time a little softer up the boards.
Yeah, I think he'd like to see him work that out there. They had a look at it and just kind of shut down on him. Face-off won by the Bombers.
Bombers taking it. Ooh, a little spill, turned over, shot, nice glove save. He holds on to that one. It was a turnover in front of the net.
Bombers looking for maybe a two-line pass there, and it just didn't get through right in the middle of the net. That's something I'm sure Coach Shermani doesn't want to see.
Oh, yeah, that was Fielman that stumbled a little bit trying to make that pass. As the Bombers hold on to that one. It's covered up by Harding. Quick shot right off the face-off. But, yeah, Bombers looking really strong in some aspects of the game, and others struggling a little bit there in the defensive zone with the passes here.
You're going to see it behind the net.
Again, there's
nice save by Ben Harding.
Yeah, he's able to cover that up.
Took a little shot, too.
Right.
That's out.
So Moeller's going to have to tag up on the offsides. The Bomber's going to have a little room to work with here. That's Luffy taking it himself. Can't find any daylight. It's going to go back in. Stopped by Harding behind the net. And a hit laid on there. Zauberger gets the brunt of two of them.
Bombers having a tough time with the breakout so far.
Yeah, Catola's looking to get it out again. Held in, no. It's not, and Moeller's going to have to collect once more in the neutral zone. Down back behind the net, that's Harding. Stops it for play as Luffy comes up and grabs it. Luffy looking. Oh, he has knocked off the puck hard.
Good check by 16, Jake Fessel. Look for a lot of leadership out of number 16 for the Crusaders.
Fessel's been all over the ice so far. Nice little pick there set by Harding behind the net.
Nice give and go there.
Going the other way as the Bombers just out of the reach there of Catola. Bombers will grab a quick defensive change as Moeller tries to readjust.
They're got a man loose.
Able to clear it out. Cherry picking a little bit. It's going to come just out of the zone as I believe that was number 32.
Bombers looking a little disorganized right now. They're going to have to settle down and take a breath.
Bayer looking down the right side, pass in front of the net.
Turned away by Weingartner. Nice
swiped
play.
Away. Good defense there. Bombers holding strong in front of that net. Bears looking for Fessel. Fessel can't corral it. It's going to skitter away to the left boards, and the Bombers are going to just backhand that out and grab a quick change. Get some fresh legs out there. Oh, and there's
Bombers unable to change, but now they'll get one.
Absolutely. Puck goes just up and over the glass. We're going to have a quick break. Both teams will end up changing. We got 9:03. The clock reads 1-0 St. Xavier. If you're just joining us here at the Gardens, rivalry night Bombers and Crusaders, always a good one. It's pretty good here thus far as well.
That's
Teams
right.
getting a little chippy there on the face-off.
We talked earlier, Joe, about the Bombers playing 4 lines, and he's got them all out there. Look for that to benefit the Bombers in the third period when they're fresh.
Absolutely.
Because he role plays a lot of players.
Right you are, John, as Bombers are going to take it themselves. That's Luffy. He's held the puck several times and head-manned it himself. Nice hit there by Kaiser. And Bombers
Fan on it by Colin Kroger.
Bombers are able
Kroger
to
forward,
hold it in.
forechecking.
Kroger working it,
Working
it,
hard,
can't find
working
it.
hard.
It's in the corner. Tied up there as Luffy pinches. Nice pinch. Tossed in front, just wide. He was looking for Doyle there.
Crusaders trying to work a little cherry pick there and almost got away with it.
Excuse me, that was Kuhlman that was looking in front of the net. Not Doyle, and it's going to be chipped in by Moeller as they grab a quick change. Bombers pass a little too far up there for Carmichael, so he's going to chase it down. Turned around the other way, and Moeller looking for something, just going to dump it in. That's Baura.
Joe, we've seen it before. Watch for those Crusaders. They love that 2 or 3 line pass. They'll put a guy way at the far blue line and try to beat you with 4, and they'll get a guy all the way behind your D like we just saw.
Speaking of which, right there, shot just wide. That was DeGroft looking for a cheap far side goal there.
Lefebvre with the puck.
Going the other way, Lefebvre waiting, tossed in front of the net, turned aside there. A nice save by Savage as he plays it away with the stick. Held in by the Bombers.
Kept in well by Shane Weingartner. Nice play.
Carmichael going to give chase down into that corner. Held in, shot
Lefebvre with a
on
quick
net.
shot.
Almost caught.
Away.
Savage napping, but he is able to hold on to it, and both teams again going to take a change. We'll see that shot on goal again. Savage, great presence of mind to see,
left Evan DeGroft open there, and he got a free look at the net. Fortunately, it was a little bit wide, and I think Harding might have got a piece of that, too.
Right after you just mentioned that, John, that they like that pinch as Moeller wins.
Watch for that.
Oh, yeah.
See if the Bombers can get one to the net here.
St. Xavier holding tough, centered front of the net. Can't
there
quite
we go.
put it in. That's Doyle. A nice shot there. Net. It's still loose. It appeared to be covered by Savage, but it wasn't so, and it's played away. Doyle, a nice quick look on goal there. Couldn't find Twine. Now going the other way. A nice hit there on the captain. A shot just wide. It's going to be held in, but the Bombers looking up. Just going to be cleared away as Moeller's going to turn it back over in the neutral zone.
Nice hit by Five Fieldman.
Beautiful hit.
Senior defenseman. He's going to be their go-to guy tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's been the go-to guy in
Bombers
a couple
looking
of
for a long stretch pass. No good.
Had Moeller changing.
JB DeGroff, nice dump in.
Nice hit there. Moving the other way now.
Kept in by 9 Doyle. On the forecheck.
It's going to be hard to
15 Catola.
Hard to see looking up. Just finds gray jerseys as it's dumped back in. St. Xavier going to grab a quick change as play is whistled dead, and it looks like we're going to have an offside call there, I believe.
Blew him down. I'm not sure what that was.
Could have been a hand
pass. Taking it all the way down?
They're going to take it all the way down. It's either intentional or... Yeah.
I didn't see that, Joe, but referees Eric Aho and Rob Gavin saw something there.
Absolutely. Going the other way now. Just outside of the reach of the Moeller defenseman, and it's going to be dumped in as he's having to tag back up. Can't find it as Harding in the back, but going up the ice now. Number 23, Aaron Lehane. Oh, a nice hit. He's tag teamed.
That was 23 Jacob Conneran for the Bombers.
Bombers going to have to reset here. Looking, waiting again. As you said, looking for that long pass. Bombers unable to connect. Now they've got it in the middle of the zone. Dumped in there.
Dumped in by Rope Catola, the Flying Finn.
What a great name.
It is a great name. Great hockey name.
Finns tend to have those. Going the other way now. The Bombers taking it.
11 Nate Ringer looking for the dump in.
These
Bombers can't get it in. That came out. Going to be offsides.
It's going to be waved off as DeGroft is able to carry it for the Crusaders. Crusaders waiting, biding time as Bombers grab a quick change. Now it's Crusaders puck as they're just going to opt to dump it in. they've struggled as Harding is able to cover that up. Struggled to get any real sort of sustained offensive pressure there. The Crusaders have. Moeller's had those chances, as you mentioned, with the flying, Coach Reed used to call it the root beer.
That's right. Not a lot of flow for either team, but watch for those Crusaders. They'll sneak a guy behind you, and they're going to look for that 1-on-0.
All right. Face-off is won by the Crusaders, and Harding's just going to cover that up again on the left side. Good presence of mind by the goaltender to hug that post and get fresh legs. And Bombers are going to bring out that top line with Carmichael, Lefebvre, and bringing up the left wing is Eichenball.
17, Frankie Eichenball, coming off that ankle injury.
He's looked speedy here tonight as Moeller's looking for a shot, scores! That's Fessel, he's able to corral that. It looked pretty innocent, but he's able to pull that one past Harding, beats him 5-hole to the right side as Harding was caught down, and it's a 1-1 tie here. With 4 minutes and 51 seconds, he's able to pull it back and beat Harding
we talked
low.
about it, Joe. Watch for number 16, Jake Fessel. He's a playmaker, and he found a little bit of daylight and didn't make a mistake.
That's all he needs is just a shred, and it's a 1-1 hockey game here. You heard the crowd erupt. Those Moeller fans getting into it now. Fun, something to cheer about here as their team's been outplayed most of the way here, especially in that neutral zone. But Moeller coming back with a vengeance down the right side, deflected away. That was number 19, Ben Sattler, another dangerous guy, as you mentioned before, John.
That's right. Fieldman with the puck. Nice pass. Justin Lefebvre with the puck. Oh, there's a. Well, they're going to let that one go.
To the displeasure of the crowd, and still looking over here in the corner. Moeller going to dump it high off the glass.
Again, looking for that long pass.
They've got two guys up cheating in that top portion.
Justin Lefebvre with the puck, looking to make something happen. With a shot just wide.
Ooh, he had that far side, glove side, just unable to put that on net. A couple chances for the Bombers have gone wide. And
Eichenball with the puck. He's tough on the puck.
Oh, yeah.
He's dynamic.
He's going down the left side. Eichenball looking, waiting. Can't find anything. Throws it in front. It's going to be deflected away. Great defensive play by Hardesty. He lays a nice hit on Eichenball. Eichenball, nice shifty move there. He's able to pull the puck up, circling, waiting.
He's a slick puck handler, Joe.
He finds. It looked like he was looking for Weingartner there on the point, unable to get it, but
Bombers
going back
still
behind.
Down low, working
Carmichael
hard.
Holding his man off the puck, waiting, looking, can't find anyone in front. He's going to dump it in, turned over, and Magner's going to be able to put and looks for that man cheating deep. That's number 9, Capano. Wait, shot right off the post. Ring-a-ding, and it's going to be no goal.
Bombers are going to have to wake up. Ooh. We know what they're going to do. They keep doing it.
Doing it with at will, John. Bombers not really responding to that deep threat.
They're going to have to make some defensive changes here.
It's going to be Doyle looking for somebody in the right corner. He can't find anyone with a nice no-look pass. Again, he's all alone. It's going to be Capano. Wait, shot, scores! He beats Harding up high, and another cherry pick opportunity results in a goal. It's 2-1 Moeller. They are able to take the lead here. The Bombers got to shore that up defensively.
Oh, they're going to have to make some changes. Here it is, all alone. Nobody but him and the goalie. You can't blame that on Ben Harding. That's just a good shot. And the Bombers are going to have to retool here and figure out what's going on.
Capano lights the lamp, and it is 2-1 Crusaders with 2:50 remaining in the first period. The Bombers stunned here early. They took the early lead, but Moeller responds with 2 goals from 2 of their go-to guys, and the Bombers looking for some daylight here. Shot in front of the net, and it's going to be covered by Savage. A great opportunity as Ringer took it down the left side.
Shot by Nate Ringer. Good save by the goalie.
Throw the puck on net. We mentioned that before the broadcast, John. If you've got a converted goaltender like you do in Savage
Ringer
there.
Skating hard.
Yeah,
gets
throw
the
puck
edge,
on net.
Throws it in there. What the heck?
Good save there by Savage as play continues here.
Icing blown down. No icing.
Bombers are going to chase it down. That's
First by Fieldman.
Up and out of the zone. It's going to be in the neutral zone. Bombers going to chase it down in their own end. Moeller opting to play that dump and chase style hockey. It's been successful so far. Turned over. Caught and held on to by Harding. He's played well so far here tonight, John, but a couple big chances for the Crusaders got by him. He steps up and is equal to the task there. A bad pass in the defensive zone almost resulted in another Crusader
Bombers
goal.
going to have to settle down and then take stock here. They can't play the standard style of play. The Crusaders have a game plan, and they're sneaking a guy behind the D, and it's working real well for them.
Crusaders shot, glove down. It's going to be Harding again. He holds on to that. Nice save, and the Bombers will recollect here. Moeller the advantage on the face-offs as well. They've won a majority of them here tonight. Looking to continue that streak, but it's going to be
won by Lefebvre.
Lefebvre takes it.
That'll go for an ice.
Iced, unfortunately for the Bombers. Crusaders going to take this chance to hold the Bombers onto the ice and keep those legs tired. The puck goes all the way down. Just over 2 minutes here in the first period. Moeller up 2-1.
Bombers with some fine young defensemen back there. Freshman Dellerman and a sophomore Weingartner, both looking for big things out of those guys in the future. But they're having a tough time out there right now with all these seniors around them.
And Bombers are going to take that face-off, still tied up, goes behind the net. Shot out in front, nobody there, and Moeller's going to pinch, keep that in. Now Sattler, a nice pinch there. He still controls the puck, spins, shoots on net. That's going to be covered there by Harding.
Crusaders able to keep it in. Nice work by number 19, Ben Sattler, able to battle and keep that puck in for his team.
Yeah, used that big body, got up against the boards, knocked it down. An expert pinch, and that's something you're going to see from guys who have that experience in the senior level. Bombers going to take over in their own zone, a one face-off, and it's going to be fired around there by Bombers
thinking about giving them a taste of their medicine. It didn't quite get there, though.
Fight fire with fire, if you will. Bombers looking for that long pass. Tossed up, and Carmichael's going to take it in. It bounces over his stick. Unforced turnover.
Bombers get it deep.
Nice little hit there. The two Bombers collide accidentally as a result. Here we go. Dumped in again. That's going to be Luffy. Luffy's calling his name a lot here tonight. He and Fielman all over the ice for the Bombers.
They're playing a tough D right now.
Crusaders looking to get something going. Big hit there. Wow. Absolutely lays the lumber. That was Stahanzik. And now it's open net just wide.
Bombers almost got a nice opportunity there.
Lefebvre couldn't find that puck on his stick. A series of crazy events here. A big hit and then a near goal. Bombers looking to tie it up. Moeller takes over, gains the zone. Offsides is going to be blown. Just got a bit excited there. That was number 4, Devin DeGraaf.
So, I think Eric Aho's going to call it up.
We're going to see that check again here. Picks the puck up. In comes Doyle. He tries to make contact. Lower center of gravity.
Too tall on his skates and found his behind.
Woo. Both of them are going to feel a little bit of that tomorrow. Oh, wow. And now we've got...
So Justin Lefebvre, I believe, went for 2. I didn't see what was called.
No, neither did
Nor
I.
did I see a penalty.
47 seconds remaining here, so this penalty will bleed over into the second.
First look at that Crusader power play.
Absolutely. Bombers had an opportunity, scored just as it ended on the even strength, and now Moeller's going to have a chance to see what they can do with the man advantage. They're going to walk it in along the left side. That's number 19,
nice
Sattler.
Hit by Fielman. Iced it down on net.
And again, as you said, any shot on net's a good shot when you've got a goaltender that's largely untested. Going the other way now. Moeller looking for something up the middle. Can't find it, so Capano's going to opt to take it himself. Walks in, shot just wide. He loses his stick, and he's still going to chase him down. Puck cleared, and the Bombers...
Well cleared by Taylor Fielman, number 5.
The captain anchoring that penalty kill unit.
Crusaders are retooled.
He's operating down low on that blue line, waiting for somebody to cherry pick, and we're out of time in the first period. Bombers able to hold off the front portion of that Crusader power play. 2-1. Score favors the Crusaders, and they've got 2 sweet-looking goals on that cherry pick opportunity. Bombers are going to have to retool and reorganize there on that blue line.
I'm sure the defensive coach Camp and Coach Tremonti are talking about it right now, and hopefully the Bombers will come to grips with that and figure that one out. That's no surprise anymore. They've been doing it for years, and they're doing it tonight, and it's working for them. The Bombers are going to have to figure it out. I'm sure this is not how Coach Tremonti drew it up tonight.
No, not yet. Luckily for the Bombers, 2 more periods of hockey to be played here in this varsity matchup. They're going to retool, as we said, real quick and discuss that. I mean, you can't let the root beer take effect. If you've seen it once, you've seen it twice, you know it's coming, and that's why they stuck Fielman back there. I think he's going to be operating on that blue line for most of the rest of the night, just shutting down any opportunity that Moeller tries to take.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to rely on the senior guys, some of the older guys, to shut that down. Another minute 13 to go on the Crusaders power play, and we'll see how this Bomber PK works.
Goaltenders will switch sides, so Harding and Savage are going to swap nets as goalies getting ready to go back at it. Both have played well thus far. Offense is clicking, though.
Yes, they have. Both goalies standing tall.
All right, here we are. Play about to resume here at the second period of the Cincinnati Gardens. It is won by the Crusaders. It's going to be number 16, Jake Fessel, looking up. Can't quite find Capano. It's going to go deep.
Won't be nice.
It's going to be chased down, tossed around by Duffy, and that's going to be held in. Crusaders looking to get something going here with just under a minute
Bombers
remaining.
Need to ice that puck. We don't want to get cute right now. Let's get that thing out of there.
Puck takes an odd bounce into the corner. Doyle turns and fires. He is able to clear that puck up ice. Bomber's going to grab a quick change there. Just one man.
Nick Carmichael on the forecheck.
One man comes off. That's going to be DeGroff taking his place. Capano is going to corral it in the neutral zone, looking for something. Fakes a shot, lays the lumber there. He and Carmichael met bodies there, but it was enough to bump Capano off the puck. And as you mentioned, play going the other way, dumped down.
Change. There we go.
Looking turned over. Carmichael shot. Nice save.
Turned away.
Savage able to get a pad down on that. Now it's going to be behind the net. That's going to be Sattler looking for somebody going up the ice. That's going to be Fessel. Fessel in, dances around, but he's going to be shut down by Fielman.
There we go. Bombers got to look here, playing the same game. Justin Lefebvre.
Lefebvre right out.
Nice shot.
He gets the rebound and can't quite put that one on net. A nice
Put a nice shot on him. He still got the puck. Another shot. Almost snuck it in.
Just high as Savage stands tall.
Bombers PK doing a great job. Oh, they're full strength now. Sorry.
That was the man coming right off the box that had that opportunity.
Fielman.
It's going front.
Get the stick on the ice, boys.
He can't find the front of the net. Unfortunately,
another
Barnes.
Shot. They're peppering him.
Shot, blocked, and finally pulled out. They have that deep man looking again. Moeller's going to change three. They are dog tired.
That's an offsides.
Yep, held in offsides, but Bombers have an opportunity. Doyle was open on the blue line. He didn't see him. He's going to be bumped off the puck and heading the other way. Looking up the ice. Two players collide, and puck's going to be skittered back into the Bombers zone.
Fielman's finding the handle.
Fielman looking, waiting, fires a bad pass. Shot. It's going to be deflected wide. Bad opportunity to put that up the middle, and now it's turned over again. Shot.
Turned away.
Held down. Harding able to turn that aside. Another failed clear. Holds the puck in deep. It's going to go down and around. Unable to hold it in with Stahanzik.
Bombers on the forecheck.
Now Doyle's going to come in with speed. Doyle forcing
Turned
a bad
over.
pass.
Oh, my goodness. There was a good chance.
Can't get anything going there. It's going to be dumped back in. Doyle opts to take the change, get some fresh legs as Ringer comes back on the ice. Another nice hit.
Auberger corrals it, has a chance to dump it back in, and that he does.
They're going to have to tag up there as he's coming back off. That's Konerman. Konerman had a little mix-up there. He got hit pretty hard. The Crusaders dominating physical play.
Offside. Couldn't keep that skate blade down.
Fans unhappy, but offsides was the call as he got a little ahead of himself there on the right side, and Bombers going to finish up changing that offensive line. Got 11:51 here in the second period. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Joe Gehringer. Alongside me is John Doyle. Bombers jumped out early, but the Crusaders came roaring back with 2 goals in the latter half of the first period.
Bombers got their big line out there.
Absolutely. They're trying to match that size up.
Working hard.
Dogging him down on the right side, and Moeller's trying to clear it.
Kept in by Kroger. Well done.
Bombers going to take over the neutral zone. Tag back up.
Weingartner looking to dump it in.
No offsides. Again, Weingartner has no shot. Wait, just over the shoulder. That was Kaiser looking for something. Looking for that open corner and just can't quite find the net. Bombers have not been able to find it. Going the other way now. Wait, shot just wide. He's not able to get a stick on it. That was Capano, who already has one here tonight, as it's blocked away, and Bombers are going to be able to reset and get it out into the neutral zone.
Both teams looking for a change.
Moeller will take one, wholesale change, in fact. All 5 players coming off. Oh, dangerous pass there. No damage done as the Bombers
puck.
take it. Look,
good
just
opportunity.
Can't find it. That was going to be Kuhlman looking for that shot. And
Chase Kuhlman with an opportunity.
Another turned over puck.
Good hustle there by 19 Kuhlman.
Kuhlman takes a shot to the back of the leg there. He's going to come off the ice in favor of fresh legs. Oh, a nice hit there.
Might call out a charge, but he got away with that one.
Denoyer comes through and makes contact. Getting physical here tonight, especially in this second period. These Crusaders.
Yes, it is.
Laying the lumber.
Wouldn't expect anything less from a GCL matchup.
Absolutely. Bombers are going to take over control on the right side.
Auberger with the puck.
Another nice hit there. That was Denoyer coming through again. Another nice hit. Wow, that was Kresa.
Number 12, Charlie Kresa.
Turned over. Waiting shot. Boom, and it's going to be blocked in. Held by Harding.
Very nice.
He didn't know where it was.
Good shot by number 48, Braden Bauer.
Harding will see this again. Traffic in
number
front.
48 Bauer in front.
Nice save.
Close down that 5-hole. Well done, Mr. Harding.
Great positioning. He didn't see that shot until it was right on top of him. Stick was in the right spot. He's going to have to actively play that one again and cover it up. Quick whistle off of that face-off. We're going to have another one to the left.
Face-off won by Lefebvre, but unfortunately right back to the goaltender.
Got to be paying attention at all times. One again by the Bombers. That's going to be Fielman looking up. Can't quite find Carmichael. That's turned over. Nice hit there. Lumber laid. Now Moeller has an opportunity. Puck skirted just away. That was number 16, Jake Fessel, who has one here tonight.
Yeah, they got to keep an eye on 16, the Bombers.
Oh, yeah.
Turned over again. Bombers going to have to take better care of the puck.
Sloppy puck play in their own zone, and it costs them. Nice hit there. He's able to bump him off the puck. That was
Fluffy corrals it. Bombers got a little, almost had something going there. Moeller turned over again.
Tags up, looking, waiting, shot. Just
11
wide.
Labarge just wide. Eichenbell clears it.
Kicked away by the Bombers. They're holding. That's going to be Luffy looking up, turned over. Luffy coming in for the hit. It's dodged. Puck's going to go behind Harding. Picked up there by Fielman. He's going to headman it. Looks up for Carmichael. Carmichael, little help in front, just too far. And, almost gets out. It does. Squirts out. Puck's going to go back on net. And it's going to be held down there by Savage.
By Justin Lefebvre from the top of the circle, and he frisbeed it all the way in.
One of the goofier shots I have seen in a while. Puck.
I think that might have been a pass, but he got a little bit of air under it. Savage having trouble corralling it. Eichenbell back half Lefebvre, and Justin dumps it in.
He's able to get an eye on it, pull it in, and no damage done. Moeller takes over off the faceoff. They're looking up the ice, not able to be kept in, and now going the other way. You've got Denoyer. It's knocked off. Great defensive play by Dellerman. Puck is tied up in the corner to the right of Harding now. To both teams battling. Help coming in from the Bombers.
Spits out. Bombers with the puck. Looks like it'll go for an icing. Nope, won't make it.
Chase it down. Nice little touch off the boards to prevent the icing. And there's Fessel waiting on that red line, looking for that puck to be pushed up to him. Bombers can't quite hold it in. They're going to grab
JB DeGroff with the puck. Can't keep it in. Barnes corrals it. Got a little space and dumps it in.
Oh, weird bouncer. It's going to be covered up again. That's going to be Savage. He has had quite a few of those odd pucks coming his way. He's able to hold off most of them, though. I mean, that's always a little unnerving when you get a hopping puck.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Bombers continue to throw the puck at the net, and Savage is standing tall so far.
7:49 remaining in the second period. We're nearing the halfway mark of this contest between the Moeller Crusaders and St. Xavier Bombers. Held in, but offsides. They're going to headman it. That's going to be Capano. He looks for a shot. Great defensive play there.
Well played by Frank Auberger. Block shot.
Bombers are looking to get something going up the right side. Bouncing puck, going to be held in there. Nice hit.
Very nice hit by
He
Frank Auberger.
comes up and gives Moeller a little taste of their own medicine. Tired of being thrown around.
Rush the puck, Joey Lupp.
Turned over just in front.
Up, not yet.
Nice play there, but Bombers going to recollect again. You got Capano cheating up, and it's going to be Auberger's going to be paying attention. Shot bouncing weird, pulled in.
Whoa, corralled there. Little late, extracurricular.
Right. Doesn't mind Harding.
Harding standing tall.
He's going to hold on to that one. Coming down the right side, shoots through the feet.
Corralled. A little bit of extra whack there by 15. Mr. Harding may talk to his own defenseman about that.
Oh, yeah. Face-off won by Moeller. They're going to be looking behind the net. A contested puck battle.
D working hard. Taylor Fielman with the puck.
Fielman looking up, can't find anybody. It's going to be turned over.
Bombers unable to make a quality pass to get it out.
They've struggled in this defensive zone thus far. Another little contact behind the net. Both teams bearing down and playing aggressive. Nice hit there. Fielman launches himself into number 19, Sattler. Boom and clapper.
Blocked by Kroger, well blocked.
Nice form as well. Waiting, looking in front, nobody there. An odd pass, and now shot on goal.
Rocket from the point,
blocked
turned away.
By Harding. Bombers gonna have, a nice
Fielman dishes a little bit.
Fielman giving him a little taste. Oh man, what a hit.
Taylor Fielman spent the summer in the weight room. I don't think he's gonna lose too many of those.
We're gonna have a late penalty away from the puck. There's a little reaction there.
Looks like the number 11, Tony Labarge, is going to go for the Crusaders.
It's going to be a little roughing.
2 minutes roughing.
Away from the puck. That's Adam Tremonti would call it a selfish penalty.
Selfish penalty. We don't want to see that. Let's see how that Bomber power play can react here and make them pay.
Second power play of the night for the Bombers. A pretty clean game thus far. Hard hitting, but well within the legal limits here. And Bombers are
able to clear.
Bombers are going to go back as Harding pulls that puck down. He's got someone coming at him. Nice little saucer pass up on the left side, but can't quite get there was Lefebvre.
See if the Bombers can set something up here. They have a good-looking power play if they can set it up.
It's going to be Fielman looking for something, nothing doing on the right side. He gets his legs taken out. And now the Bombers are going to have to recollect. Carmichael, nice little nifty move on the blue line. Waits, tries to undress the defenseman, nothing doing. He's going to lay a nice hit
to get that puck deep and set it up. Let's go.
Bombers going to have to go back to the drawing board here. Minute 29 remaining on the power play. Nice little move there again.
Eichabel.
2 of them. Eichabel looking good. 3, who knew? Eichabel going down the right side.
3 hands looking to set it up.
Waiting, holding, no help. He goes up, back to Luffy.
Over to Lefebvre.
Shot just wide. Got to get that one on net. Now Luffy's going to hold that up again. He's looking up top. Bombers running the umbrella. Shifting. Shot just in front. That was deflected wide by Carmichael. He had an opportunity. And unable to glove it down as Luffy.
No change for the Crusaders.
50 seconds remaining. They've got a couple opportunities. No pucks actually getting on net. Now they're going to try taking it into the zone and carrying it. Doesn't happen. And
bouncing puck.
Weird puck bounces over the stick of Eichabel. So it's going to be Luffy taking it up the right side of the boards. Luffy able to undress the Moeller defenseman, but that's going to be Fessel looking for something. Turned over and now heading the other way. Just going to shoot one in on net and turn to side
keep it
there.
On play.
Time winding down on this penalty.
Power play not looking too strong so far.
Now unable to really sustain any sort of pressure, and a nice hit. As Moeller's going the other way, some speed, nice move. Unable to hold it down was Bayer. And now we're back at even strength. A nice little move around him is Labarge. He's going to chase it down. He and Luffy going to meet there. Puck's going to be passed forward in front.
Barnes. Barnes to Auberger.
Auberger's going to take it up. Looking down the right side, waiting, going to take it around the net. He is contested there by Stahanzik.
Auberger defenseman still with the puck. Cycles it high. Katola.
Katola still looking. Can't find anything. He's going to pass it over. Waiting for a shot. It's going to be blocked down. Weingartner's shot didn't make it to the net. St. Xavier, a couple quality looks here and unable to get anything on net. That Moeller defense is locking down tight as they're taking it the other way. It's going to be dumped in.
Collected by Harding. Katola collects it behind the net.
Turned over. And that forecheck by these Crusaders is pretty vicious. Looking behind the net, holding on to it is LaBarge. It's going to be turned over, and nice little move there as puck is still up for grabs.
With the puck again, looking to gain the red line. Feathers it into Carmichael. Offsides.
Again, a nice little defensive play. Up, looking for that cheating player again. And that's going to be Capano. Capano waits. Can't find anything on that right side. Both teams with some golden opportunities and missing the net on a lot of them. Doyle runs out of room, but he's able to flip it up, almost finds one of his teammates as he gloves it down, kicks it to his stick just out of his own reach. And Moeller going the other way is a nice little hit there on the blue line, and a shot from Capano goes wide. So Harding is going to jump up and play it.
Capano leading the Crusaders in shots tonight.
He's had plenty of them.
He gets a lot of opportunities.
That he does. A lot of them coming from that cherry-picking position. A weird shot in on Harding. He's just going to play it to his defenseman who wasn't quite ready for it. Cycled back to a Moeller player looking in front. It's going to be blocked down on the side of the net. Harding's going to lock that up with his stick, and we'll get a whistle. 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining here in the second period. Score has not changed since the first, however, John.
No, it has not. The Bombers still looking to get fresh legs out there and hopefully be able to tire out those Crusaders for the final period.
They have been stifled at every opportunity by this young goaltender on the other side. Noah Savage, the sophomore out of Mason.
Barnes. Good face-off win.
Moeller's going to try to grab that in the neutral zone. They do play it back in, but it's offsides. They're going to have to recollect. Bombers taking the puck out, looking for that deep ball.
Fortunate there. And 23 Jacob Connerman with the shot.
Connerman looks for that shot, and it goes wide on the
Ringer with the forecheck.
Ringer looking good. Small frame, but plays much bigger than he really is. He's going to take a quick shot, and a nice save. Another nice save there on the right side.
Bombers getting some pressure now.
There are those shots they've been looking for. Savage comes up strong yet again, and Moeller's able to clear it out, looking for Fessel. He's got it up top. Fessel's
Feelman with the body, strong to the body.
Feelman not afraid to throw his weight around. He has tonight. Turned over there behind the net. Moeller with man in front, shot, nice save, another save. It's going to be held down and wide. A sliding Captain Fessel comes looking for that rebound, and he's unable to find it. A couple nice saves. Harding not to be outdone. Right, not to be outdone by his counterpart at the other end. Both goaltenders playing well, and now going the other way. It's going to be it's going to be Feelman looking for some light, and now it's Dellerman up the right side. Feelman taking it back, looking, waiting. He's got some pressure. That's DeGroff that's forcing a bad pass, and now DeGroff's going to touch up and look for that forecheck.
There's off the boards. They're looking for, there we go.
Waiting, shot, held down and covered. Another nice shot and another nice save. Lefebvre is stopped by Noah Savage.
Well done by Savage. Bombers had a good opportunity on the replay. Justin Lefebvre, number 16, skates in from the right side, takes a nice hard wrist shot. Unfortunately, hit him right in the numbers.
Playing pretty deep in his net there, too. He had a little bit of room to shoot on that short side. Couldn't quite get that puck where he wanted.
Bombers need to crash the net and get a second opportunity out of that.
Moeller's going to win that. Almost goes out of play, but they're able to hold it in. Bombers going to regroup.
Eichabel with the puck.
Eichabel's got some speed, and it's just offsides. That was Lefebvre just jumping over. He was trying to plead the case, saying he dragged the foot. Nothing doing there.
How do you think that's going to go? You think he's going to win that argument? I don't think so.
How many times have you seen one turned over by the ref there? All right. Moeller's going to win that, and Bombers actually going to come up with it.
Shot.
Just as time expires. All right.
For the second.
We have a 2-1 score. Still nothing happens to change that in the second period. Both teams with some quality opportunities. Nothing going there, but we're getting ready for a nice third period. So we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is Waycross Sports. Thanks again for watching. We have a great third period coming up.
you like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out Waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
I began producing and volunteering for Waycross when I was in the 7th grade. Since then, I have produced many programs that have won awards on the local, regional, and even national level.
Waycross Media was the ideal place for me. I just got involved in, as I say, as a hobby and continued on from there.
Anyone with a message that they want to share should come to Waycross, take the classes, and produce their own television show.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is about sports, that's obvious. But it's more than just a competition. What we're really about is learning. Young men and young women stretching themselves in pursuit of the ideals that will guide them for a lifetime. It is an important mission, and we share it with schools, families, and communities. As Commissioner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, I look forward to working with you to help our young people build their futures.
And welcome back here to the Cincinnati Gardens. St. Xavier High School versus Moeller High School, a rivalry night here in Cincinnati. Score is 2-1 as we enter the third period. I'm Joe Gehringer, alongside me, John Doyle. And John, first two periods, St. Xavier had a couple defensive lapses, able to make up for it in the second. But man, it's a hard-fought battle, and they're not able to quite find that equalizer yet.
Yeah, the Bombers in unfamiliar territory right now, being down a goal in the third period. They've been winning a lot of their games, like I said, and they're not used to this. This should be a good test to their mettle, and see if rolling the four lines works out for them, and they're able to skate a little harder and faster this period.
Again, 7-0-1 unbeaten Bombers behind here in the third period. They've got 15 minutes to make up that goal difference. Moeller High School having history on their side. They have never lost a December game at the Gardens against St. Xavier in these two programs' histories. They'll see if they can't continue that trend as the two teams line up for the face-off. You have Justin Lefebvre going in and winning a battle of the 16s, and he takes Fessel out on that face-off. Bombers dump it down. Clean ice surface here as it's corralled on the left side by Eichabel.
Bombers looking to set up, look a little bit more in control this time.
Nice shot there, Katola. That's going to go up and out of play.
If the Bombers are able to set up anything down below, they could make them pay for pulling that forward out. Essentially, the Crusaders are playing defense with four guys. So if they can set it up, they might be able to make them pay for trying that cherry pick move. But unless they can set it up, it's just not going to work.
We've seen a couple of extended offensive possessions for the Bombers, but nothing really. So that's going to be covered up immediately there by Savage. But yeah, we haven't seen much possession for really either team in the offensive zone. And you're right, the Bombers would be able to set something up behind the net and get that working. So they're looking for that shot there. It's going to be taken down. On giving chase is Carmichael. Now Fessel's going to pull it in and take it down the left side. That's going to be just off sides. None too happy of Drew DeNoyer, but he did jump that blue line.
A little bit.
About a hair.
A little anxious.
It's going to be an offsides, and both teams will, Moeller will grab a quick change. St. Xavier content to keep that top line out there. Fave can't hold that one in, and Bombers going to take back over.
There we go.
Carmichael
Bombers
can't corral
that puck a little bit this period.
Turnover there as Moeller's going to give chase in that corner. Turned around is Luffy. He's going to carry it up the left. Avoids a hit. He's looking for, I believe that was Eichabel. He's going to take it himself in. Down the right side, Eichabel tied up. Nice defensive play.
Again, the Crusaders floating that guy out at the far blue line.
Shot deflected in. Are they going to call that a goal?
Yes, they are. Oh, they're going to talk about it.
They're going to confer. What a tip. The hand-eye on that, John. A beautiful, beautiful tip in there.
They've got a piece. Good goal.
They're going to give it to him.
How about that?
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Oh, my goodness. What a tip.
Let's see the replay. Got Justin.
Oh, man, that is a tough, tough call.
Tell you what, we're looking for that stick to be below the top of the goal, right?
Absolutely. The fave might have gotten that stick just above the crossbar. We can't quite see on this feed. It was right in that area. Controversial goal, but what a beauty. It's going to tie it up 2-2 in the opening moments of this third period.
Well, that's just what the Bombers orders, a quick goal. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Absolutely. Bombers playing with a renewed sense of purpose, and it's 2-2. Matt Doyle giving chase, forcing a bad pass up the left side. Moeller's going to take over and dump it in themselves. A lot of dump and chase hockey here tonight.
Yes, there is.
Harding's going to play that one up the boards, and a nice pinch again by number 12. That's Kreisha.
Bombers up but not out.
Struggling
to spread
again
that puck. Jacob Barnes taking it behind the net, trying to restart.
Barnes looking, finds the skates of one of his teammates. They're able
to get it out.
Up and out, and narrowly avoiding offsides is the Crusaders. Matt Doyle looking down that right side, reaching, can't quite find that puck. Moeller's going to dump it in again.
Waved off.
Must have hit a bomber somewhere along those boards. The puck is in the feet again of Fessel. It's going to be waved off into the neutral zone, and Moeller's going to try to re-corral it here. And Doyle with a nice little hit there along the left side.
Drew DeNoyer.
Bombers content to hold that down in their own zone. That's going to be, Capano. He's been dangerous all night, applying the forecheck.
Get it in deep. That's what they need.
Quick defensive change for the Bombers here.
Get it down low and punch it.
They apply a forecheck of their own. Skating in is Connerman. Now around the left side, Moeller's going to repossess the puck. Sattler.
Nate Ringer giving chase.
Sattler has one tonight. He's looking for Capano, who has the other Moeller goal. And a nice hit. Fielman
made him pay.
And then he gets back in position and makes a nice defensive play. Fielman all over the ice. He's going to chase that one down. He and Capano battle in the corner. Puck squirts out in front. No white jersey there to get that offensive chance. And now it's St. Xavier going the other way. Stepping up, and a nice play there. Stahanzik trying to dump it in. It's going to be kicked out.
Fielman looking for the dump in. Can't quite handle it.
Fielman getting a little excited there. A nice kick. St. Xavier taking a change, and a nice hit there. Getting low was Kroger.
Dumped in, no icing. Bombers on the forecheck. Colin Kroger, number 12. Forechecking hard with the hit.
Bombers grab a quick defensive change. We got a 3-on-2 going the other way. 3-on-3, excuse me. A late comer was Luffy, and a nice hit.
Very nice by Chase Coleman.
Clean right in the chest. That is a nice contact there, and going the other way again. Moeller trying to
feathers up the boards of Chase Coleman.
Moeller trying to find something. Nice hit there. Wow, what did not see that one coming. And dancing with it in that corner is LaBarge. He's looking for someone around the corner, and no one's there. Oh, and they're going to call that one. I believe that was number 12, Colin Kroger, and they're going to call him for a holding.
Hold there. Looks like they're going to send number 4 for the Crusaders.
Actually, yeah, it's going to be Devin DeGroft. They both got tied up there.
Cousin to our own Bomber, J.B. DeGroff, 2 cousins on opposing teams. We had 2 brothers last year. This year we have cousins.
2-2 here. 10:56 remaining in the contest. Bombers on their 3rd power play of the night. We'll see if they can't convert the first of the evening. And
Bombers try to set up that power play, unable to. Crusaders breaking it out.
Fessel, the last man the Bombers want to see with that puck going the other way. He is stripped of it. Looking down the right side. Fielman can't quite hold on to that, so he ups it to Carmichael. Carmichael waiting, shot
just wide.
Looking for that short side. He had a bit of daylight. Shot
nobody home.
In front of the net. Bombers trying to set something up here. Luffy looking in front. Carmichael didn't have his stick down and ready. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Here we go.
Back check.
Fessel looking, nice sauce, and it just goes over the stick of DeNoyer.
By 16 Fessel.
Fessel's so dangerous. He can score, he can pass, he can do it all. Short-handed even. Eichabel waiting, shot just touched up.
I think that got on him quick. That might have been trouble if it had been on net.
Savage got a little bit of a piece of that and directs it over the net. All right.
Bombers looking to set it up.
Waiting, looking in front, open shot. Oh, and he
shot that pad out and kept it out. Well done, Noah Savage.
He couldn't corral that first attempt, and it gave Savage time to get into position and make that brilliant save. He keeps the score tied at 2. We got 45 seconds remaining on the power play, and Savage is just going to hold on to that one. Get fresh legs for both teams. A nice burst of speed there, and as you said, the Bombers setting something up there on that right side, that far post. Couldn't quite pull it in, was Weingartner.
It was there. We couldn't quite pull the trigger. Bombers with 42 seconds left on their power play. They're going to try the second unit now. Kept in. Shot.
Nice save there. Savage with a routine one, and Moeller looking for something
Dellerman
deep.
Keeps it in. Wisely holds it.
Oh, just offsides.
Bombers unhappy with that call.
Couple close offsides calls. Doyle just jumped the blue line there, and again, Bombers will regroup in the neutral zone. Face-off is won there.
By Barnes.
On the other way, Doyle taking it. Nice little shifty move, but tied up. Sattler's able to
clear. Jacob Dellerman behind the net looking to set it up.
Just
17 seconds left on the power play.
Just a little bit of time here for one more rush as the Bombers take it up.
Bombers looking to get it deep.
Dellerman trying to get something going there. He can't.
Kept it. Oh, there's a... Yeah, we got a trip there on number 44. Bombers going to get another power play. See if they can hold this. Let's get some extra time here. There's a shot.
Shot on net, and it's going to be touched up there by one of the Moeller captains.
Bombers will stay on the power play. Coach Reeder probably not happy with that one. From 44, Jax DeHanzik going to go for holding.
You get those holdings, those trips, the lazy penalties, especially in the corner.
It was a trip, sorry. This
late in the game. Can't have that, and Coach Reeder will let his players know out of the fire, and yeah, it's jump out of the fire and right back in.
Clear again. Bombers having trouble with the face-offs tonight.
8 minutes 43 seconds here. Again,
Buffy
if you're just
the puck, cross ice to Eichabel.
If you're just joining us, it's St. Xavier versus Moeller. St. Xavier on the power play.
Bombers
trying to find something in front, and it's turned over. A nice clear there by Moeller. So Harding's going to come out and play it, set it up. Frankie Eichabel's going to take it down the right side. He's got 2 players. Fessel meets him hard along the boards.
Crusader trap working well.
Eichabel can't find it. Going the other way now. Waiting, shot, and it's a score! What a shot there! My goodness. Number 19, Ben Sattler.
Short-handed goal.
Second one of the night, and that one's short-handed. What a goal. A nice shot. And that's going to beat Ben Harding low to the stick side. Great turnover. Takes the zone, as you see on the replay. Waiting. Kicks that leg up. Shot. Beats him short side.
Harding maybe screened a little bit there, but heck of a shot by Ben Sattler.
That puts the Crusaders up 3-2 here in the third period. They regained the lead after St. Xavier came back.
Won by Jacob Barnes.
All right, we have 8 minutes remaining here in the contest. St. Xavier looking to get that tying goal again.
By Barnes.
Unbeaten.
Barnes on the forecheck.
Barnes looking for a little bit of light there. He can't strip that puck, and in on the pinch. That's going to be Weingartner. Weingartner looking, can't find anything. He finds the back of the net. He's going to get the puck again, take it into the corner. He is chased down there by Denoyer. Denoyer, a nice little edge out, and he's going to be able to clear all the way down. Moeller's going to take a wholesale change. We have 35 seconds remaining.
Going to have to move the puck.
35-30 now remaining on that power play. Bombers
nice
fourth of the night.
Rope Catola with the puck, looking to set it up.
Up top, Weingartner stick in the shooting lane there. Nice defensive play by LaBarge. Bombers tied up in the corner. Couple seconds left now, no call. Waiting up top, oh, and it just gets away from number 21, Frank Alberger. It's going to effectively kill off the Moeller penalty.
Still some
couple seconds left.
There's a look.
Toss over to Alberger. He's waiting. Another stick in that shooting lane. Moeller defenseman doing a great job of getting those bodies and sticks in front. We're even up now. St. Xavier looking to dump it back in. In the corner. Waiting.
Back to the point.
Weingartner shot. Weird scores! That's a goal! Another deflection there. Lefebvre is able to knock that one down. Oh, Savage didn't have a chance on that one.
Just like before, chipped it out of the air.
It is
beauty. The Bombers sure needed that one at this point.
3-3 with just minutes remaining in this contest. 6 minutes and 33 seconds to be exact. Heck of a goal there by the Bombers to get back into this one and tie it up once more. Pep band playing. Oh my, what a thrilling third period so far, John.
Well, Joe, you'd like to say next goal wins, but the way they're playing tonight, I wouldn't say that. Still a wide open game.
That should be an icing there as play resumes. Going down the length of the ice, and the Bombers' first line stays out there. They're going to have a chance to work something up here. Oh man, this is just a great game, great finish to it.
Yes, indeed, just what you'd expect from these two.
You couldn't ask for anything less. All right, Moeller wins that face-off. Dumps down. Oh, look out, Coach Reeder. He has to dodge that puck. It's out of play, and we're going to resume. It didn't touch a player, so it's going to stay inside that Moeller zone. The face-off will. No changes on either side. Both teams are going to leave their personnel on the ice, and it's going to be a battle of the 16s. Fessel and Lefebvre. Fessel comes out on top, but it's the Bombers that are able to retain possession. Oh, look out in front there. That was Eichenbell looking for another deflection. Dancing in their own zone, the Moeller Crusaders are, and the puck gets turned over.
Kept
nice
in.
Little pinch. Carmichael
little
waiting.
Look here.
Looks over. Shot. Oh my, he had a little room on that short side, and nothing doing there. That was Lefebvre. He had a bit of an opportunity and turned aside there by Savage.
Icing waved off. Luffy corrals the puck behind his own net.
Play continues here. Uh-oh, turned over. Weird bouncing puck. Fessel can't find it in his feet. He gets lit up, and puck's going the other way. Carmichael just opts to dump it in,
well done.
Grab a change.
Save on the forecheck.
Moeller looking to do something down the left side of the ice. So they're going to grab a quick defensive change. Excuse me, offensive change.
On a nice check.
Smart play there. Holding as Alberger. Waiting, patience behind the net. Looks up and finds Doyle. Doyle dances around the player and looks up the left side of the ice. Headmans it just out of the reach of his line mates. And now it's going the other way. Capano, waiting shot. What a save! Oh my goodness.
Ben Harding standing tall back there.
His defenseman coming back and patting him on the pads. Oh my.
Defenseman ought to give him a big kiss for that one.
Capano, who has one here tonight. Waiting shot. Oh, beautiful trapper save, and he covers up. Great goaltending here tonight on both ends of the ice.
You're not kidding. We're seeing two good ones.
Oh, man. Harding stepping up around the 5-minute mark, and that's huge. Another turnover, and Harding comes up big again. Oh, wow. Harding is just bailing his team out. This is some beautiful goaltending. Now it's staying in again. St. Xavier can't quite find the trigger to get it out of the zone. They finally do.
Jumps it in.
It's going to be called for an icing. No change there for the Bombers. I sneak a few players down the ice there, and
Bombers with the change.
We're going to have
his first line. Justin Lefebvre with a face-off. Won by Lefebvre.
And now Bombers take over on the right side. That was Fielman gets it out of the zone. Carmichael can't quite pull that one in, so it's dumped back in by the Crusaders. Blue, white, and gold forechecking. That's Fessel. He's dangerous down the right side. He's got a little bit of room, but taken out. His legs were by Justin Lefebvre. That's an easy call. Lefebvre doing the right thing, trying to take away the shooting lane, that passing lane as well. Unfortunately, he drifted a little too far and takes out the legs of Fessel there.
Got a little too much shin there, so we'll get a look at this Crusader power play. Timeout. Not sure who called that. Timeout for one of the coaches.
And it was Moeller that took it. A smart timeout by Reeder, saving it up towards the end. He's going to draw something up here. 2 minutes on that trip. He came in and took him out. Oh, man. Yeah, it's an easy call, and now Bombers are going to have to step up and play big. I'm sure that Ben Harding's going to have quite a few more shots on net.
Bombers need to bow their neck here and kill off this 2 minute. Down to 4:19 left in the game. They're going to have to kill this one and then get going in their own end and see if they can put one home.
And we saw how dangerous shorthanded opportunities can be. Moeller grabbing their third goal in a shorthanded opportunity. It's not out of the realm of possibilities in this level of play and how fast things can move.
They do have their fair share of shorthanded goals this year, so I'm sure it's in their mind somewhere that if they get the opportunity, one of those quick guys will pick the puck and they'll go for it.
With the amount of power that this Moeller team has, especially on this first man advantage unit, you might expect them to work either an overload or an umbrella, something that's going to get a lot of quantity of shots on goal.
Bombers going to need to keep six in the lane and stay in their positions. They definitely can't chase the puck here.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens here. 2-minute man advantage for the Crusaders. It's 3-3 here. 4:19 remaining as Moeller wins the faceoff. Fessel looks in front, finds Capano. Shot on net, blocked down and wiped away. Another nice save by Harding. Oh my goodness, what a save. He slides in front. The kid can't be beat. And another shot. Oh my goodness, he gloves that one. He is standing on his head. The kid is on fire, John.
Heck of a game.
Oh my goodness.
He is standing tall back there.
Well, we'll see that first save again as he's out of position.
Twice.
Puck goes right in front, open net. He comes through and stands tall, takes away the bottom of that net. My goodness. Labarge had a gift wrap right there.
Bombers need to win a faceoff here and clear the zone. Still unable. There we go.
Oh, nice headman there.
There we go. See if he can beat him. He's got trouble. Good hustle. Good hustle.
Good defensive play by Ben Sattler.
Still kept in.
Bombers chewing away this clock. Got a minute and a half remaining on this penalty kill. Moeller with their fair share of chances in the first 30 seconds. And now they've got a little room up right, just too far for Capano. They apparently waved that icing off. It's held in. Dumped down into the zone by Sattler. Strong stick there again by Labarge, who was robbed just minutes earlier. Overshot. Oh, he had Labarge down on that offside post.
Nice job, Jacob Barnes.
That was dangerous. Barnes able to clear it. Bombers going to wholesale change.
All three Crusaders staying out. Look for the long pass.
There it is.
Unable to control.
Touched up, and now Vielman's going to dump it down, and an odd bounce is going to be held in by Fessel. Fessel looking for his fellow captain there on the left side. That's going to be dumped in. It's Sattler. Held in. Nice play by Harding.
Let's dump that puck. Let's clear that puck, boys.
Oh, and it's actually going to be a 2-on-1 for the Bombers. Carmichael looking, waiting, shot. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful pass over to the
heck of a look
far
there.
post.
Almost a beauty. Just couldn't corral it.
Oh, man. Oh, now it's going the other way as an offsides is called.
Ref's calling offsides.
Fitman's going to finish that check. Oh, man. That was sort of a shot pass, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
right
man.
There it was just a little strong.
Carmichael couldn't get to that far post in time. Great look there by Eichabel, though. Knew he had numbers, is able to thread the needle with that pass. Sort of served again as like a shot pass sort of on that far post.
Just a little strong.
Oh, nice hit there. And
good hit by Vielman.
Vielman's going to step up again, use that body. Bombers have killed off this penalty now as they return to full strength. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the contest. Bombers are going to apply the forechecking pressure here. Moeller turning it up in the neutral zone. It's going to be turned over. That gray jersey looking pretty white to number 37 Denoyer there. Bombers are going to go the other way.
Push the other way.
That's Eichabel down the right side. Move on the blue line. Stays on side. Deflected in front. Now Carmichael comes in with a nice hit.
Oh my
They're going to call a penalty on that for a hit from behind.
And from behind.
With a minute and 45 seconds left, it was more of a bump than anything.
Sure about that one, Joe.
I don't usually like calling out a call, but that was a bit of a stretch.
Soft call for what we've seen out here today.
Right, for a lot of the hard hitting we've seen, that was more of a love tap than anything. The Bombers are going to be on the penalty kill the remainder of the game here. Minute 45. They're going to call once more on Ben Harding to step up and finish out this game in a 3-3 tie. Moeller stifled on that last offensive explosion on the man advantage.
Bomber penalty killers, just get that puck and clear it.
All right, stepping up to the faceoff is Bauer.
By Barnes.
Barnes able to clear it.
Able to clear it.
And it's going to chew up a few more seconds, and
JB DeGroft on the forecheck. He's going to stop in front of the net.
DeGroft waiting. Well, look at that long Moeller pass. Again, you've got number 11, Labarge, waiting on that blue line. They're not going to use him as Fessel takes the zone, holds fast on that corner, and it's going to be tipped up and out, but not out of the zone. Deflected by his own player.
Good opportunity.
And
there.
Harding steps up with a nice save. That hit off of one of his own forwards.
Harding in proper position. There to collect that. That could have been trouble.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Great save. He is able to come through, complete package. He gets those arms tucked in, perfect positioning, and he comes up big. It looks like we're going to have a quick timeout here.
Coach Tremonti wants a timeout here.
Well-placed timeout. He had that one in his back pocket. Again, you're just catching up here. It's 3-3, a rivalry night. St. Xavier varsity program taking on the Moeller Crusaders. 3-3 tie, and we have a minute and 16 left in the game, and the Bombers are actually going to be shorthanded for that entire time. We didn't mention it before. It was a 5-minute major for a hit from behind.
I sure would like to see that replay again.
On a bump.
That, but boy, that didn't look as bad as we've seen any time this year.
When he said hit from behind, I'm assuming it's a 2. You know, just the minor infraction, and they gave him the 5-minute in the game misconduct.
Well, that late in the game with the kind of hitting we've seen tonight,
right.
I'm not sure I call that one, but you know, it's easy to second guess from up here.
Absolutely. Both teams taking time to draw up some plays. Reader on the board. Same with Coach Tremonti. He is hounding his defenseman, saying just, hey, you get that puck, you turn and you fire it.
You betcha.
Minute and 16 remaining on the clock. Crusaders in those clean white unis coming out one more time.
Now, do you think Coach Tremonti would be bold enough to try to draw up a little scoring play here? Or do you think
you know what? If you win the faceoff, I think you could see it. Yeah, if it's a clean win and it's a quick one back to the defenseman, we'll see. Not so, as Moeller's
can't get a face
going to come away with it. It's Capano down the right side. He plays it back. Shot. Nice save. Get into position,
nice
and another save by Harding. He
clear.
turns it aside.
Unable to clear.
Pressure still on. They have to get back. Another shot. Big save by Harding. He comes up huge.
Here.
Now going the other way.
Fielman.
It's Fielman. He gets it turned over. Uh-oh. Looks shot. Another save by Harding. My goodness, he's standing on his head with 50 seconds left. He keeps this game tied at 3-3. Oh man, let's see that again.
Harding.
That is absolutely beautiful. St. Xavier gets caught trying to clear the zone.
He's a man on an island.
That's beautiful. All right.
Bombers win the faceoff.
Goes back to the corner. 45 seconds remaining in the contest.
Able
Turned and fired.
There we go.
Bombers not going to change it up. And
Eichabel
actually
wins the puck.
Oh, a nice save there by Savage.
Turned away by Savage.
That was dangerous.
Bombers maybe looking to set something up here.
Yeah, Bombers
playing
have control.
2-on-3 hockey because the Crusaders pulled 2 guys out.
Bombers, and hit from behind there, no call.
Wow.
Going the other way now, we got a 3-on-1. Moeller, 10 seconds left, shot just wide. He had numbers, and now St. Xavier is able to clear it up and out.
Justin Lefebvre.
He's got a little bit of room, and man, he's still hurt. Eichabel still down in that offensive zone, and Bombers wanting a call. You can see Lefebvre voicing his displeasure with the referee. I mean, and
like
again,
we said, Frankie's had a tough time with his ankle this week, and maybe he just re-injured that again.
He's still down there.
Down there.
And Phil Gans is not happy. He is in the referee's face. Again, we saw it. That was a hit from behind. Now, if he turned into it, that might have been a different story. But I mean, it was a pretty big hit, and he caught him from the back. And that's always a dangerous play. He's not feeling too hot.
No, he's not. They're
gonna help him off the ice here. He's slow to get up.
Gotta wonder why they swallowed the whistle on that one.
Right.
Frankie looks like he's got that ankle bothering him again. He looks a little hobbled on his left leg there. I think it's that same ankle that's been giving him trouble for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you don't like seeing that.
No, sir.
Yeah, all right,
Frankie probably only operating about 90% today as it is.
They're going to take him back to the bench and sit him down. He only got 2 seconds remaining. That whistle blew as the Bombers took the puck into their offensive zone. And 2 seconds, really not a lot you can do in that neutral
zone. Not much is gonna happen
zone.
here, I don't think.
They're going to have that whistle blow as play runs out, time expires, and a little bit of words after the whistle. Refs are going to pull that aside.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, Spielman getting in the face of Capano. Those two going at it a little bit. And
So
we're going to end here at a 3-3 tie.
Like we're going to kiss our sister tonight, Joe.
Right, 3-3 tie here, rivalry night. Bombers able to hold off an offensive explosion from Moeller in that third period behind the brilliant play of Ben Harding. That was
Boy,
just something.
He kept him in it. You got to give the kid all the credit in the world. He did a heck of a job tonight.
Absolutely.
Both goalies.
Yeah, you can't leave Noah Savage out at the other end.
That's sure.
I mean, he was looking at 20-odd saves in a quality tie there. He stepped up big on quite a few of them. And again, the converted defenseman, never having really any formal training. Great way to end it there for both teams.
Yes, sir. That was a barn burner, just like we expected.
All right. Thanks again for joining us. 3-3 tie here between these two rivals. Joe Geringer for John Doyle. Thanks for stopping in with Waycross Sports.
Pleasure, Joe.
Available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.